Vidurashwatha, a place located in Chikkaballapur district of Karnataka, to be precise on the borders of Andhra and Karnataka, has lot of historical as well as mythological significance. In today's short video, first of all, we are going to explore the mythological significance of Vidurashwatha, and after that we'll throw light on the significance of Vidurashwatha from the perspective of India's freedom struggle. Every one of you might have heard about the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Like Britishers had passed the Rowlatt Act, and as a part of Rowlatt Act, it is believed that it is also called as Revolutionaries and Anarchical Crime Act. As a part of this act, any person just on the basis of suspicion could be arrested by the Britishers. And this was referred as Black Act by M.K. Gandhi. And against this, a nationwide hartal was launched by M.K. Gandhi. So as a part of hartal, two important leaders from the region of Punjab were being arrested and imprisoned, Dr. Saifuddin Kichlo and Dr. Satyapal Ji. So, on 13th April 1919, people in the region of Amritsar gathered for a peaceful protest on the day of Baisakhi. So, the protest was mainly against the arrest of their leaders, Dr. Satyapal Ji and Dr. Saifuddin Kichlo. At that particular point of time, Lieutenant Governor of Punjab was General Michael O'Dyer, and the Brigadier General of the Army was Reginald Dyer. Reginald Dyer opened fire on the unarmed protesters. As per many historians, approximately 15 to 20,000 people were caught under the hails of bullet for the next 15 to 20 minutes. As per many historians, the firing only stopped when the ammunition got over. And this episode in the history of modern India is referred as Jallianwala Bagh massacre. But what is the story of Jallianwala Bagh of South India? In fact, there is a book by Gangadhar Murthy which is referred as the Forgotten Jallianwala Bagh of South India. So what is Vidurashwatha massacre all about? What is the story of Vidurashwatha? Let's explore in today's short video. The video won't be much lengthier, so please take in the video till the end. Hello everyone, hi, this is Alok Ojha. Welcome to StudyIQ IS English. Vidurashwatha. There is one of the famous characters of Mahabharata, Vidur. Everyone knows about Vidur. Like Vidur, he was courtier in the court of Maharaja Dhritarashtra. During the Battle of Kurukshetra or Mahabharata war, there was a lot of bloodshed, and that entire episode was in the front of eyes of Vidur. Now he had seen a lot of bloodshed, and now finally after the end of the war, Vidur, he goes to Lord Krishna and says, I seek salvation. So Lord Krishna advised Vidur that if you seek salvation, you should go on a pilgrimage. Finally, Vidur, he goes around different places across India, and finally he settles in the ashram of Maitre Maharishi. And that ashram was located on the banks of river Uttar Pinakin. Now, once upon a time, he was performing his Sandhyopasnam, that is daily ritual, on the banks of river Uttar Pinakin. And when he took a dip in the holy river Uttar Pinakin, he got a sapling. He informed about this to Maitre Maharishi. And Maitre Maharishi told him that you should plant this sapling and start worshipping it. As per different mythological stories and legendary stories, when he planted the Ashwatha tree, after some time when he started worshipping it, it is believed that Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, they gave darshan to Vidur. And finally it is said that this place was referred as Vidur Ashwatha. Now, this was from the perspective of mythology. But this place also had a lot of historical significance precisely from the perspective of India's freedom struggle. So what is that all about? Let's understand. This episode, as discussed previously, finds mention in a book, Forgotten Jallianwala Bagh of South India, written by a retired professor whose name was Gangadhar Murthy. So what is the story? Let's explore. The 51st session of Indian National Congress, it took place at Haripur. Let me tell you one important aspect. Indian National Congress was formed way back on 28th December 1885 at a place called as Gokuldas Tejpal Sanskrit College, Bombay. And after that, Indian National Congress had many sessions. The 51st session of Indian National Congress was held specifically at a place called as Haripur on the banks of river Tapti in Gujarat. And this session was presided by Subhash Chandra Bose ji, also referred as Netaji. Now, in this session, there was a lot of criticism done by the nationalists of all the ranks against the Government of India Act 1935. Again, the demand for Purna Swaraj or complete independence was endorsed. And there was one more resolution that was taken. Wherever possible, we should hoist the national flag. So comes the place that is Vidurashwatha, which is located in Chikkaballapur district of Karnataka. So approximately on the day of 25th April 1938, there were hundreds of volunteers of Indian National Congress or the nationalists who participated as a part of flag hoisting. And here a law was made that no more than 4 people cannot gather. But still, more than 100 of people had gathered at a place around Vidurashwatha temple to hoist the India's national flag, defying the prohibitory orders. Now, Britishers started open firing on the unarmed crowd. And it is believed that, as per many historians, approximately 32 people had lost their life, including a pregnant woman. And the firing continued approximately for 10 minutes, and approximately 90 rounds of firing was fired by the Britishers. So, 90 rounds of ammunition was fired by the Britishers. At that point of time, M.K. Gandhi comes to know about this. And as every one of us know, M.K. Gandhi was a staunch believer of Satya and Ahimsa, that is truth and non-violence. Immediately, he deputed 2 senior leaders of Indian National Congress, that is Acharya Kripalani ji and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel ji. Finally, after Vidurashwatha Massacre, there was a pact that was signed which was referred as Mirza-Patel Pact. It is also believed that M.K. Gandhi, he took the stock of the situation personally by sending the 2 veteran leaders, and this entire episode in the books of modern Indian history is referred as Vidurashwatha Massacre, also referred as Jallianwala Bagh of South India. The place where the 32 martyrs had died today stands a memorial in their name, which is referred as Veer Sodha. It's a kind of a memorial to honor the martyrhood of the 32 martyrs who participated as a part of Vidurashwatha protest. So my friends, this was nothing but Jallianwala Bagh of South India. Similarly, there's a Jallianwala Bagh in the region of Madhya Pradesh as well, which is referred as Charanapaduka Massacre or Charanapaduka tragedy. Apart from this, 6 years prior to the Jallianwala Bagh or the Amritsar massacre that took place, there was a massacre in the region of Rajasthan, which is referred as Mangad tragedy or Mangad massacre. And the Mangad tragedy or Mangad massacre is also referred as Jallianwala Bagh of Rajasthan. So this was a short story on Jallianwala Bagh of South India, also referred as Vidurashwatha Massacre. My friends, StudyIQ IS has come up with GS Foundation P2I batches for 2027 and 2028 plus 2029. The batches are completely based on the SMART model, wherein there would be complete structured classes. The students would be first taught the basics, followed by the foundation, and finally, they'll move on to the advanced stage. After that, there's a mentorship. As a part of mentorship, there would be a mentor who would be guiding you throughout your journey for civil services preparation. I usually keep on saying in my sessions, revision is the most important aspect. For example, rather than going for multiplication of resources, aspirants should go for consolidation of resources and multiple revisions. Because revision, like it is better to read one book 10 times rather than reading 10 books. So the batches of StudyIQ based on GS Foundation P2I batches precisely based on the SMART model are starting on 27th of June. Okay, it's a morning batch, and the most crucial aspect is all the subjects would be covered completely in English. Simple words, it's a complete separate English medium batch. So, and the prices for the batches are starting at a very affordable price of 11,999. So use the code Alok Live to get the discount on the batches. I repeat the code Alok Live that is flashing on your screen. With this, I'll stop my words for the day. Thank you and have a very nice day. Jai Hind.